Hello there, I'm Bonnibert, and last night I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's finally here and it was worth the wait. I've watched all the trailers when they were released, and I've been a big Mario fan ever since I played Mario Galaxy back a few years ago. I've also played a lot of older Mario games, and newer ones. So when I heard they were making a Mario movie, I was really excited. So here's how this review will work. I'll do a shorter, non-spoiler segment for those who haven't seen it and maybe want to go see it. And then I will do a spoiler segment for those who have seen it and for the ones who just want to hear my thoughts on it. So this movie is really fun. It takes you on a really fun adventure, and it's honestly pretty funny. I'll dive a little deeper into those things later. But yeah, this movie is really enjoyable. It was never really boring, because it was really colorful and vibrant. The locations were awesome, and they brought a lot from the games. There is a little problem, however. I mean, this problem doesn't affect me in any way, but it affects other people in the audience. Yeah, you probably don't want to see this movie if you're not a Mario fan. That's probably why it has a 54 on Rotten Tomatoes, because those critics probably aren't diehard Mario fans. And that's why it has a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes audience score. I can also see this movie not being fun for adults that aren't Mario fans because their kids are probably going to want to see it. And then the parents are just going to have to sit through an hour and 30 minutes of something that they don't understand at all. And what they would think to be a boring kids movie, which it's really not. I guess that's all I have to say for the non-spoiler review. Here's what I think. If you are a Mario fan, or you just really want to see this movie, go see it. It's really fun and enjoyable. But if you're not a Mario fan or a Nintendo fan, then you probably shouldn't see this one, because you probably won't like it. But hey, that's just what I think. Now we get into the spoiler segment. For those of you who don't want any spoilers, I recommend you click off this video now and come back once you've seen the movie. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about is all the references that I really liked. Now, I did notice a lot of tiny references, but these are the ones that really stood out to me. I haven't said this before on my channel, but Super Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite video games of all time. Probably top 10. And there were a few Mario Galaxy references, like how they used the Luma sound effects from the game, and just other little tiny things throughout the movie. There were also some Mario Odyssey references, which is a game that I really enjoy. Like, they had Bowser's hat and the Piranha Plant bouquet. They even had Crazy Caps in Mushroom Kingdom. I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm missing, but those were the two that I really enjoyed. And I just thought this movie brought so many references from the games that we love. This movie also had Jumpman, voiced by Charles Martinet, which, in case you didn't know, he's been voicing Mario for like 25 years or so. I'm not exactly sure. But I thought it was really cool that he was honored in this movie since he's Mario. Speaking of voices, let's talk about the cast, specifically Chris Pratt. Now, honestly, going in, I didn't think he would be that great of a Mario, but honestly, he wasn't that bad. I like how he gave him like a Brooklyn accent, and I feel like it would have been a little annoying if we had to hear the original Mario voice the whole movie. I couldn't imagine sitting through an hour and a half of, "Woohoo! Yippee! Yaha! It's me, Mario!" I just don't think that would be really fun, and it would get kind of annoying in my opinion. The rest of the cast is pretty great too, not much to say here. And probably one of my favorite parts of this movie was Bowser. One of my favorite scenes in the movie, and one of the funniest scenes in the movie, was when he was singing on the piano. It was just hilarious. And he looks great in this movie. Like, you can see his scales and everything, and it's really cool. The movie really adapted him well from the video games. I forgot to mention this in the reference little segment that I had, but when Mario, Peach, and Toad first got to the Jungle Kingdom, it reminded me of this course from Mario Kart 7, which I played a lot of when I was younger, and it brought back some nostalgia. Now, the action in this movie was actually phenomenal. From DK versus Mario, to the race on Rainbow Road, and to the final battle in Brooklyn. It was just all so fun. The final battle in Brooklyn was just so fun and awesome because the music was great, and it was just very well animated, and it was awesome. I loved how Mario and Luigi got the star power, and it's one final battle that I'll probably remember for a long time. Now, the score in this movie was absolutely amazing. I mean, of course, you got the main Mario theme, you got the star power music, you know, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah, that one. You got the underground music, and much more, and it just made the movie so much better. I think the music is actually one of the best parts of the movie, actually. It's really just phenomenal. And this movie's got a pretty good soundtrack, actually. One thing that parents may like is that it's got like an 80s soundtrack, kinda. Or just older songs, I guess. Like Mr. Blue Sky, I Need a Hero, and No Sleep Till Brooklyn. It kind of just fit the movie's aesthetic and made it more fun. And that's all I really have to say about this movie. Overall, it was just a very, very fun movie. Well animated, very colorful, beautiful, great voice acting, great comedy, and a great score. I believe this is Illumination's best movie. I mean, that doesn't mean much considering the competition, but trust me, it's really good. Again, I recommend seeing it if you're a Mario fan or a Nintendo fan. And yeah. Well, for my final rating, the movie wasn't perfect. It was great. Just not perfect. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Just close to perfect. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot, and it's getting me closer to monetization. Thank you all for the support, and tell me what you thought of the Mario movie in the comments. Well, I guess there's nothing else to say, but that's a cut. Yeah. I sort of forgot to tell you guys about the post-credit scenes, but yeah, you should stick around for them. The second one's really worth it.